This is a tutorial on how to use the Midjourney AI app to generate images. There's two portions of Midjourney. There is the web app and the Discord server. We're going to walk through the web app first. So this is the home page of my account, and right away it shows you all of the images that you've generated. So I'm going to scroll down here. This is all of my most recent images. I did some houses, some people for a makeup product, some more AI avatars. So I got some superheroes here, some logos. And if you ever want to download any of your images, all you have to do is, let's download something at the top here. Give it a click, opens up in a pop-up. You can hit the save button right here, or you can just right click, save image as, and grab it to your computer. But in order to generate images, new images, you're going to need a plan. So I'm going to click purchase plan, and it's going to load this pricing page. You have a bunch of options. You have yearly and monthly. I'm going to go to monthly. And each of these gives you a few features. The main difference is how many images you can generate. On the basic plan, you can generate around 200 a month. On the standard plan, you have unlimited generations, but you also have something called 15 hours of fast generations. And if you have that setting enabled, your images are generated much quicker than the relaxed generations. It's not a huge difference. We're talking something like 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm just going to subscribe to the basic plan. My subscription is now active, and it does give me some fast hours included. I got 3 hours and 20 minutes of fast time. So that's plenty for generating roughly 200 images a month. Okay, once you have an active subscription, now you can go into the Discord server and start generating images. So first you need to add the Discord bot to a custom server, or you can use Midjourney servers in public, but I like to do it privately. So in the bottom left corner, click this and then go to Discord. And if you want to generate images publicly, on this left bar here, you're going to scroll down and we're going to select one of the generals. So let's select general one. And what's cool about being in one of the general channels is you can see what everyone else is generating. This person generated a superhero cat. This is a modern waterfall. I'll zoom in here. Here's more cats. And you can see the prompt that they used to get the image. So this person wrote, generate a 3D render Disney Pixar style movie poster of a young, short Caucasian girl who fell off the Scoopy scooter in Bali, rice fields in the back. Zoom out. You can click into them, open in browser, and get an idea of what was generated with that prompt. Yeah, this looks like a Pixar character to me. Scrolling down, that's a good render. So let's close this. Okay, but let's say you didn't want to generate images in public, you want it to be more private. Even though all of your images can be found in the showcase tab that I'll show later, it's just easier to keep track of everything that you've generated. So I like to do it in my own server. And if you want to do it in your own server, scroll to find one of the image generations, like right here, Midjourney bot. You're going to click on it, and then you're going to click add to server. Now I've already created a server. I've created two servers right here. Let's say you didn't have a server. You would scroll down the left side, you'd click add server, and you would create your own. But I already have one, so I'm just going to go to it right now. Here's Wes Frank's Midjourney server. It's telling me to download the desktop app. I'm going to just close this. Let's create a new channel just for fresh generations. Going to right click, go create channel, and let's do Midjourney. Hit create channel. There we go. We have a fresh channel with the Discord bot in our server. So if we want to generate images, all we have to do is click slash. I'm going to zoom in, slash imagine. And that is the Midjourney prompt to create images. So with this activated, we can generate whatever we want. Now, my advice for generating images is to start really basic. Just write exactly what you want, what you vision, and then adjust later if you don't get the results that you want. But if you're anything like me, I just have a basic idea of what I'm looking for, and most of the time the AI generations works for my use case. Okay, for the first one, let's do something silly. Let's do something like Shaq as a Simpsons character. Let's do as the Simpsons character. Hit enter. And when you enter the prompt, it's going to take a bit. It's going to say waiting to start. And then you're going to get something like this where it says 0%, 15%, and it's slowly going to generate the images. And you can kind of see it coming along. I'm getting the Simpsons vibe, definitely. 93%, and done. This is pretty awesome. So I'm going to click in. It's tough to zoom right into Discord, so I like to just click the main images. Going to click open in browser. It's going to open in another tab, and then you can zoom in with your regular zoom setting. So let's zoom all the way in here. This second one is so good. Look at the big mustache. Yeah, I could definitely see this on The Simpsons. You know, that's pretty cool. But let's say you liked one of them. Let's say I like this second one. I want to grab this second one. How do I do it? Because if I right click and I click save as, it's going to save the entire 4 square. So what you do is, back in Discord, you're going to use these settings on the bottom. So let's walk through what these settings mean. So the U1, U2, U3, U4, this means upscale that number of image. So U1 is the first square, U2 is the second square, U3 is the third square, and U4 is the fourth square. So let's go U2 because we want this second square. I hit U2, not the band. And it's going to upscale just that second image. So now I can right click and I can save this image. Sorry, no right click, gotta click it. Right click, save image. And now we got that second image. It also opens up a bunch of options here that you can edit your AI image right here. Let's say this was too close and I wanted to zoom out a bit. I could hit zoom out. Let's do zoom out 2 times. And it's going to create a new job where it zooms out this image that you've selected. So let's see what it comes up with. I found that the zoom out feature doesn't really work as intended, but we're going to give it a shot here. Yeah, so it added legs, but there's some weird design things going on in the background. I guess this second one's pretty decent. His legs are very skinny in the first one. Would have been nice if it was just like a plain background, but I guess that's not terrible. Scroll back up here. You can upscale it and make it even a higher resolution, or you can vary this image and make it a bit different. So let's see what this very strong does. Scroll down, it started a new job, gotta wait for it. So it appears to be taking that original image and making some strong variations to it, kind of keeping it similar. That third one's really weird. Half of the Simpsons yellow on the face. But yeah, it keeps the mustache, you know, it keeps some of the original style and it makes some variations. So that does exactly what it's supposed to. I'm going to scroll right back up to the original block because this V1, V2, V3, V4 is the same thing of that variation in the bottom. It will create a variation of that specific number of image. And then you have one more option here, which is this refresh button, and it will take your exact same prompt and run it all over again. So let's click it one more time. And we're going to scroll down to our newest generation. It's waiting to start. And it's created brand new images with that original prompt. That first one's funny. Second one, look at the beard on him. You got these two down here. So close this up. I want to leave you with a few generation tips. The first is aspect ratio. As you can tell, the original generations, if you just put a basic prompt, is a square, a 1x1 square. But let's say you were making a YouTube video and you wanted an image landscape, or you wanted a more vertical image for like a YouTube short, a TikTok reel, or just a smartphone wallpaper. What you're gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in. Let's go /imagine. Let's go, a woman is celebrating a victory of a 5K marathon run. People are cheering in the background. You're gonna write your prompt, and at the end of it, you're going to go --AR, which stands for aspect ratio, and you're going to type in a number : number for what you want to generate. So let's say we want a landscape image. Let's do 16:9, and we're going to hit enter, and that's going to create a landscape wide image. So we'll show you the results. Now this aspect ratio can be whatever you want. I know this is the default YouTube aspect ratio because I've been playing a lot with those images. Okay, let's click into this, open in browser. Yeah, this first one's like an animation cartoon. Second one looks a little more real. Another colorful one, another real one. Oh, look at her hand. Her hands are off in this one, but I'll zoom out. All of these are landscape. Look, all of these are wide. You no longer have the square. Let's try one the opposite. Let's try one with a 9:16. So we'll go like /imagine. A man is fishing on the dock of a bay. Again, we're gonna go --AR, and let's do 9:16 this time. Sorry, 9 is the horizontal and 16 is the vertical ratio. Hit enter. Okay, let's click into this. Click open in browser, and look, the aspect ratio has changed. Now it's more of a vertical orientation. So these are some nice ones. Water's coming through the dock. It's not going to be perfect every time. You're going to have to play around with it. This one's really weird, right in the middle of the ocean. But the point was to show that the aspect ratio has changed. So another tip is, if you look in the last 2 generations, I got a few kind of cartoon animation ones that I don't want. Let's say I want more of a realistic one, like number 2 and number 3. What you can do in your prompt is to add some keywords to get the desired output. So I'm going to go with /imagine. Let's do a boy playing soccer and scoring a goal. At the end of this prompt, I'm going to go comma, and I'm going to type in a specific camera. Typing in the Canon EFS 10 by 18 millimeter. Zoom out. So now this prompt is taking what we want in the first one, and it's going to get a desired output of a realistic image like it was shot with a Canon camera. So let's see what this comes up with. So if this prompt works, none of these images should be cartoony. There you go. Look at this. It's absolutely perfect. Let's open this up. This image looks like it was shot with a Canon camera. I love all of these. These are exactly what I was looking for. Look at even the light spots, the reflection of the sun. It's perfect. And this last one right here too. If I wanted a cartoon, I would write cartoon in the prompt at the end. You could also do something like /imagine. Let's do Batman flying over Gotham City, and we could do cinematic. And now our output generation should be movie-like. The key is finding that second keyword that will nudge the AI into the output direction that you want. So this looks like something Christopher Nolan would make. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Look at this. Beautiful. Definitely getting this cinematic dark vibe from all of these images, especially this third one. Close this. One more I'm going to try is /imagine. Be a little more specific with this one. Let's do something like Harry Potter, nightclub photography with flash. And you should get one of those club shots that you see people holding their drink. I'm going to click into this, open in browser. Oh, that's a weird one. Turns out just a bunch of Harry Potter. If Harry Potter was a club, everyone drinking in the background, having a party. This fourth one is more what I was looking for. All right, one more thing I want to show you guys in this video. I'm going to go back to the main web app portion. Let's go to midjourney.com. And you have something called the Explore page. So on the left side, I'm going to click this. And here you can look at the community feed. You can look at what's hot, what's rising, what's new, and the top. So let's just look at what's hot. I'm going to scroll down, and I use this for inspiration. So if I don't have any ideas of what to make right now, but I want to make something, I can look through this, and I can see something that catches my eye. So, Halloween's coming up. I kind of like this zombie. What's cool is if you hover over the image, you can get an idea of the prompt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this. It's going to open this up in a new page. I can even save this to my own computer. What's nice about Midjourney is anybody's generated images is all free for everybody for commercial use. So I can even use his zombie. But I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to look at what the prompt this person made is. You can see exactly what aspect ratio they used. This person used 71. I'm going to zoom in. 71 by 128. That made it a bit longer vertically. And then we got here, painting of a face of smiling Frankenstein with huge brow ridge forehead in the style of harsh palette knife work, painting by Sally Muir. That's an artist. That's why I got this type of style. Scroll up. Halloween characters, goth core, chilling creatures, studio portraits. See all the keywords that this person used. It's a pretty complicated prompt, but a complicated prompt ended up with something beautiful like this. The AI is showing related images. So if you don't think that this is quite right, you can scroll down. You can look at some other generations like this. Let's say I like this one better. This one's a little more artsy. You can click this. Generated 6 months ago. Scroll down and you have a better idea of what the prompt was again. So I'm going to zoom in. Graffiti art of a cartoon Frankenstein monster. Elaborate acrylic spray paint by Yoji Shinkawa. I think that's an artist. Nick Edwards style with bold brushstrokes, romantic glazing, orange, green, yellow, white. So let's say I want to generate something like this. Beautiful image. I like this. I could copy this prompt. I could head back over to Discord. I could go into my Midjourney server and I can go /imagine and paste that prompt in, hit enter. Let's wait for this to load. And I should get something that resembles what we saw over here. That's pretty cool. That looks very similar. This one looks a little sadder. Let's open this up. But it's cool because this is something that I would never generate it on my own if I didn't have that for inspiration. So I like looking through that page and coming up with some brand new ideas. These are awesome. I like all of these actually. So that should get you started on generating images with Midjourney. It gets a lot deeper. There's a lot more things to experiment with, but I suggest for learning Midjourney, the best place to go is this Explore tab. See what other people are generating and looking at the prompt and seeing how you can generate that too. All right, later.